Live.
You're live.
All right, welcome back, everyone. House Government Operations Military Affairs, Friday, May 22nd. It is 6:17 p.m. And we came back into the committee room after an inspection earlier today on the Ways and Means proposal of amendment to the Stowe Charter. And we are here to take a straw poll on that amended language. We took a break to do some floor activity, marinate on the language. And here we are. So any questions about the language? We do have folks from JFO here. Everybody's comfortable with what the words mean? Yep. Okay, so I will move that we straw poll favorably to accept the Ways and Means proposal of amendment on H5954, an act relating to the approval of the amendment of the charter. So the Ways and Means amendment. So favorable thumbs to the Ways and Means amendment.
We're gonna have any discussion?
Oh, go for
About
it.
the amendment?
Yeah.
I think we should.
All right, go for
Always want to have discussion, yes, about what we're doing and the reasons.
Table is yours.
Well, I'll just say I'm not going to support the Ways and Means Amendment. I think it deviates quite far from what the voters voted on in March. We are in a tricky situation with transportation and supporting our municipalities and their infrastructure. But it very much, the Ways and Means Amendment very much is not aligned with what the voters intended.
Yeah, I'm a hell no on this. This process doesn't need to be a train wreck, and somehow on every issue, in every committee, it seems to me. That's it, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I also did not love the way the process worked today. I understand at the end of the session that tensions are high and that things happen quickly, but I don't think, I know I did not appreciate for the second day in a row being surprised with something. In this case, however, I will support it because I will support the amendment because I trust the representative from Stowe, and he testified that he believes that this was something that the residents of Stowe would want, and that and I trust that he knows his constituents, and that I don't love it, but that's what makes me feel like I can be comfortable with the yes. And the fact that if they don't like it, then they can have a charter change next year and it can be gone.
Again,
Yeah.
No, I was just gonna say, I'm okay with it because of hearing folks from Stowe that this is really needed for their community and that they're want it as soon as possible in this form.
I I know it's the end of the session. I feel like anytime, it doesn't matter if it's the beginning of the beginning of the session, the middle, it doesn't matter. Anytime anyone brings up a grievance about process or about things not being transparent or whatever, it instantly becomes confrontational and political, and it's gross. Honestly, there's always an excuse. If I have a grievance about something, oh, well, it's the end of the session, or that's the way things work. It doesn't have to be this way, though. And there's a lot of stuff the people at home, if I don't even know what's going on in this building, people at home watching this, if you're confused, yeah, it's confusing, and it doesn't have to be. It shouldn't have to be. I don't like the way this process has gone thus far. I don't like the backroom deals and the lobbying and I don't know what the PC term is for horse trading, but that's what the only thing that's come to my mind, so I apologize to the animal rights advocates out there. And we're getting caught in the middle of it, and that doesn't feel good. I will vote for this because I respect the person sitting behind Rep. Morgan, Rep. Lipsky. I'm trusting you. It is your town. I don't want to put it all on you, but you know, thank you for bringing this forward and for stepping in the middle of this and advocating as best you can for your people. But this process is just, it's not good. We should be doing better. Period. The people of Vermont deserve better. So hopefully lessons learned.
Rep. Banger, then Boyd.
Hey, I just want to address something that I've heard about process, and that goes back to yesterday when we did warn a vote at 8:18 yesterday morning. It went up on our webpage, and the top of the table had a text about that it was going to be a vote. So I just want to clarify that it
That's not what
wasn't.
I knew. That's what
He
you
was-
think I
he was
knew.
talking.
Well, she interrupted me earlier, so I feel now we're even.
Sorry, I apologize. So that's all I have to say. And I'm sticking with my no vote because I voted no this morning and this is new language to me. I haven't had a chance to vet this language, and I don't really feel like, even though I totally support the concept behind it because I think it's important to have this conversation, I don't believe that this is the vehicle to have it in.
Rep. Boyd.
I just want to build on my comments, and I agree that I don't think this is the right vehicle, and I don't think that, more funds going to the new, special fund for transportation should rely on STOW, and that we should be looking at the surplus within the pilot fund and putting in mechanisms there. There's other things that we could be doing, and it doesn't need to be like this.
Stone.
And I just want to highlight. When somebody says, I feel something, I feel it's not, again, it's not to be confrontational or have a tit for tat or people to get defensive or justify, oh, we did this yesterday, whatever. I'm just saying this is how I feel, that this process has kind of been wonky. And I wish it weren't so. I mean, that's how I feel about it. And I feel like hopefully in the future, we can learn from this and it can be more transparent and more smooth and not so wonky. That's how I feel. So it doesn't need a justification for any response. Just that's how I feel.
I think,
Waters Evans, then.
Okay, I don't want to cut off anyone's conversation, but I do want to recognize that Sandy's on vacation and has zoomed in. So if we could keep our conversation to the amendment itself right now. And I don't want to cut you off, Jay. I want you to say what you want to say, but just like moving forward. I think it would behoove us if we have time on another day to have a full, open, transparent, public conversation about, the way the process works. I just don't think that right this second is the time,
yes,
mostly because of Sandy, she's camping.
right. Lawmakers need to endorse a process that caters to the perspectives of sitting lawmakers. Okay, but you need to create buy-in along the way, or you're gonna have train wrecks every time. Okay, that's what we're seeing. We're at a nexus where we have policy decisions and agreements that are taking place in undisclosed places between mysterious, unknown individuals. Ones, I don't know who is having what conversations, basically what I'm trying to say. And I'm not interested in like figuring out which of those agreements I should honor based on decisions that were made in the past, versus plans that are pending for years to come. So yeah, okay, I appreciate what Shay is saying, less is more. Let's just go ahead and have this non-vote vote. And of course, the two members from Stowe know that I respect both. And they're not responsible for this.
I appreciate Sandy's there, but real quick, I wasn't gonna say anything, but yeah, to pile on to what Jay said. think Mayor Catherine alluded to it. I've gone sadly in politics writ large in this country, in our everywhere right now. Yeah, call it what it is, horse trading, making deals behind curtains, making smoke-filled room decisions, I think suck. It's terrible, it's horrible. Bills ought to stand on their own merit, yes or no, period, with the testimony given to them. And then they should not be influenced by other bills. And well, we'd like this, so we want that. So if you want to do this, I'll give you this over here and take that and this. And my Lord, your head can spin. And somebody said it a minute ago, for the people in TV land, I'd have to apologize because if we don't get it, you're not getting it. And I find it horrible, horrible. And I normally would somewhat bite my tongue, but that's how I feel. And it's unfortunate because again, bills should stand on their own merit, period. It's a good bill or it's a bad bill.
Policy assassination is not something that we applaud. Committees of conference are sure statusy things to get drafted to, but that's not the goal. It's to solve the problem. It's not to put feathers in your cap politically or socially. So let's vote.
Yeah, I was just gonna thank Brett Morgan for that. It's true. It stinks. And it stinks for the people who aren't involved in those talks. We're all supposed to be part of the same process and we're not. And, you know, hopefully, as we all continue to continue our careers as legislators, we hopefully are the ones who can change that and make it different. But yes, I think that I'm going to make a motion to find the amendment favorable
Thank you.
in a straw poll,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. Any further discussion? Thumbs up or favorable, Rep. Pistol, if you give us a thumbs up or a verbal, or however your vote is, a thumbs up, thumbs down.
See it?
No, I guess you could just say yay.
Nay.
Well, I keep sending my thumb up, but I see it on my screen, but
I don't see it on mine. Just give me a yay or a nay.
seeing me. I see yay, I got thumb.
Thank you. All right, so favorable thumbs. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, sorry. Was it, I did, are you got there?
Sure, so I'm looking at Jen. Yes.
Okay. So that's 6, so. Thumbs. 6, 5. Yep. Down thumbs. Yep. All right, that's 6, 5. All right, that's it. You can take us offline.